Have you ever felt tired of chasing hair color that never lasts? The constant touch-ups, the fading tones, the harsh chemicals, it all starts to feel like a battle you can't win. And somewhere deep down, you begin to wonder, is it time to just let it be? For so many women over 50, gray hair used to mean losing youth. But lately, it's becoming something entirely different, a mark of freedom, confidence, and elegance. Still, the transition isn't easy. Uneven tones, dry texture, or fear of looking older can make you hesitate. But here's the truth: silver hair isn't the end of beauty. It's a new chapter that can look radiant, modern, and incredibly chic when you know how to embrace it the right way. And that's exactly what we'll uncover together today. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the early gray trend is inspiring women everywhere to stop coloring, and how you can make your natural silver shine beautifully with grace and style. Because your beauty didn't fade, it just found a new light. 1. The silver revolution, when gray hair becomes a style statement. There's a beauty revolution quietly unfolding, and it's shining in silver. For decades, gray hair was seen as something to hide, a reminder of age, a reason to rush to the salon every few weeks. But that old rulebook is being rewritten by a new wave of women who are redefining what elegance, confidence, and freedom look like after 50. When we talk about the silver revolution, we're not just talking about hair color. We're talking about a shift in mindset. A recent AARP study revealed that 73% of women over 50 who embraced their natural gray hair reported feeling more authentic and empowered. That's more than just a statistic. It's a reflection of how women are claiming ownership of their beauty on their own terms. Icons like Andie MacDowell, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Helen Mirren have all stepped into the spotlight with their natural gray hair, and they look more radiant than ever. They've proven that silver strands don't dull your light, they amplify it. Watching them, many of us began to wonder, what if letting my gray show could actually make me look more elegant, not older? I remember that hesitation myself. When my roots first started to show, I used to panic at every silver glint under the bathroom light. But somewhere between constant coloring and endless touch-ups, I realized I was chasing an illusion of youth instead of embracing the woman I'd become. The day I decided to stop coloring was both terrifying and liberating. Of course, the transition isn't easy. The in-between stage, where old dye meets new gray, can feel messy. But there are graceful ways to bridge the gap. A colorist can add soft highlights or lowlights that blend with your growing silver, creating a natural gradient that flatters your complexion. Some women even choose a bold pixie cut to start fresh, a clean slate for their natural shade to shine through. If you're not ready for a big chop, you can disguise uneven tones with tinted dry shampoo, temporary root touch-up sprays, or toning shampoos that reduce brassiness and enhance shine. Personally, I loved using a violet-toned shampoo once a week. It kept my grays cool and bright, almost like silver silk. Another trick: adjusting your makeup to suit your new tone. Gray hair softens your overall look, so it helps to warm up your complexion. Think peaky blush instead of bronze, softer brows, and lipstick shades in mauve or berry rather than deep reds. Once I switched, my eyes looked brighter and my skin looked more alive. It was like discovering a new version of myself. Beyond the beauty of it, there's something deeply symbolic about this choice. Going gray isn't giving up, it's showing up. It's saying, I've lived, I've learned, and I'm proud of every year that shaped me. And isn't that the kind of confidence that never goes out of style? So what about you? Are you thinking about letting your gray come through, or are you still deciding if you're ready? If you're curious, start small, grow out your roots a few inches and see how you feel. you might be surprised at how natural and flattering your silver truly is. In the end, gray hair is not a trend, it's a movement. A reminder that beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. It's about embracing your story, your wisdom, your sparkle. Whether your silver is just starting to peek through or you're fully transitioned, own it. Because confidence, after all, is the most stunning shade a woman can wear. 2. Top elegant and low-maintenance gray hairstyles after 50. Once you've decided to embrace your natural silver, the next question is, what style will make it shine the most? The beauty of gray hair lies in its light, texture, and movement, so the right cut can transform it from dull to dazzling. Here are some of the most timeless and elegant styles that celebrate the beauty of silver at every age. Let's start with the first style, the smoky silver pixie, short, playful, and incredibly freeing. This cut brings instant brightness to the face and highlights your features like a soft spotlight. It's perfect for women who want a low-maintenance yet stylish look that carries confidence. I often think of Jamie Lee Curtis when I mention this cut. Her silver pixie is living proof that simplicity can be the most powerful statement. If your hair is fine or thinning, this style adds beautiful texture and volume without the need for daily styling. The second style is the classic bright silver bob, that timeless balance between structure and softness. Whether cut to the chin or shoulder, it moves with grace and looks effortlessly polished. There's something luxurious about a perfectly shaped bob in shimmering silver tones. It feels both modern and eternal. It pairs beautifully with a side part or gentle waves, giving that quiet luxury feel that so many women over 50 are loving today. Now, for those who are still in the process of growing out their color, the third style, the long layered gray blend, is your best ally. Long layers help blur the contrast between dyed and natural sections, creating a soft gradient that looks intentional rather than in between. A skilled stylist can add silver lights to blend your shades seamlessly. I remember during my own transition phase, those blended layers made me feel more patient with the process. It wasn't about hiding my gray, but discovering how beautifully it could mix with what was already there. The fourth option is the soft shag or wavy lob, a cut that brings bounce and life back to aging hair. As we get older, hair can lose some density, but this layered style gives it back, subtly and naturally. Gentle waves catch the light beautifully, turning silver strands into something almost iridescent. I love this look because it feels youthful without trying too hard. It's relaxed, modern, and full of personality. And finally, for those not quite ready to go fully gray, there's the white blending balayage. This approach is perfect for soft transitions. It mixes cool silver with warm beige or soft brown tones, creating a luminous, dimensional effect. The beauty of balayage is that it hides harsh grow outlines and gives your hair a soft, sunlit radiance that lasts for months. It's the ideal middle ground between natural and polished, and it suits nearly every skin tone. No matter which style you're drawn to, here's one golden rule: focus on texture and shine. Gray hair reflects light differently, so hydration and smoothness are key. A violet-toned shampoo once a week keeps your silver bright and free of yellow hues, while a few drops of lightweight serum can give that soft, reflective glow. Regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks will also keep the shape crisp and healthy looking. Here's something I've learned over the years. When it comes to gray hair, you don't need to fight it, just highlight it. Let it catch the light, let it tell your story. Because what truly makes gray hair stunning isn't the color itself, it's the confidence behind it. So tell me, if you had to choose, would you go for the bold energy of a silver pixie, the timeless elegance of a bob, or the effortless beauty of a wavy lob? Or maybe you're experimenting with white blending right now. Share your journey. I'd love to hear how you're embracing your own silver transformation. After all, every shade of gray carries wisdom, grace, and individuality. And when styled with love and care, it doesn't age you, it illuminates you. 3. The transition phase: how to stay stylish while waiting for full gray. Now, let's talk about the most challenging stage of the gray journey, the in-between phase. You know, that moment when your natural silver starts growing in, but the rest of your hair is still holding onto the color from years of dye. It's the stage that tests your patience, your creativity, and sometimes your confidence. I've been there myself. Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw this uneven patchwork of shades, silver roots against warm tones, light against dark. It wasn't pretty, and I remember thinking, how long until this looks intentional? But here's the truth. With a few smart tricks, you can make this stage look effortlessly chic while your natural gray grows in. First, one of the easiest ways to soften that harsh line between new growth and old color is by using a toner or root spray in a cool ash shade. It gently mutes the contrast and helps your hair appear more blended. Think of it as a temporary bridge, not to hide the gray, but to help it blend gracefully. Another great tip is to add subtle highlights or lowlights that mimic your natural silver. Ask your colorist for gray blending highlights. These create a soft, smoke-like transition that flatters your complexion. The key is to move toward cooler, ashy tones rather than warm ones, which tend to clash with gray. If you're not ready for salon visits, hair accessories can be your best friend. A soft silk scarf, a chic headband, or a decorative clip can instantly disguise uneven roots while adding a touch of personality. I remember wrapping my hair in a patterned silk scarf one day just to run errands, and 3 women stopped me to compliment my style. They had no idea it was really just me hiding a half-inch of gray growth. Shine also plays a big role during this phase. A silver-enhancing gloss or shine spray can make your hair look intentional and well cared for. When light hits your silver strands, it gives that radiant, blended finish effect, almost like you planned it that way. It's amazing what a bit of luminosity can do for confidence. Some women take a bolder route and go for what stylists call the gray transition haircut. It's a strategic trim, cutting your hair shorter in stages to remove the dyed sections more quickly. I've seen many women choose a fresh pixie or bob just to get past the awkward transition. It's liberating, and it can make you fall in love with your gray journey all over again. This in-between period isn't just about managing color, it's about embracing change. It teaches patience, self-acceptance, and the art of finding beauty in progress. When you start to see those silver streaks catching the light, remember, you're not letting yourself go, you're letting your true self show. I like to think of this phase as a metaphor for life after 50, imperfect, evolving, but still absolutely beautiful. So, what about you? Are you in this waiting stage right now, watching your silver slowly come through? What's been your biggest challenge so far, the color line, the patience, or just getting used to the change? Because here's the secret. Every woman who's ever embraced her gray has gone through this stage. And every single one will tell you the same thing: it's worth it. The day you wake up, look in the mirror, and see a head full of luminous, silver hair that's all your own. You'll realize you didn't just grow out color, you grew into confidence. So once you've made it through this in-between chapter, the next step is all about keeping that new silver strong, shiny, and full of life. Let's talk about how to care for it so it always looks as radiant as you feel. 4. How to keep your silver hair bright, soft, and free of yellow tones. Once your hair has fully transitioned to silver, the journey doesn't end there, it simply enters a new chapter. Gray hair is stunning, but it needs a little extra care to stay radiant, silky, and free of brassiness. After all, silver hair isn't just a color, it's a texture, a reflection, and a symbol of self-confidence. And with the right routine, it can look absolutely luminous every single day. The first and most important step in maintaining silver hair is using a purple or silver shampoo once or twice a week. These toning shampoos neutralize the yellow and brassy hues that naturally develop from sun exposure, water minerals, or heat styling. Think of it as a weekly refresh that keeps your hair icy, cool, and bright. Just remember, moderation is key. Overusing it can make your hair look dull or slightly violet. So alternate it with a gentle, hydrating shampoo to keep the balance. From a scientific perspective, gray hair behaves differently because it lacks melanin, the pigment that not only gives color but also adds strength and moisture. Without melanin, the hair structure becomes more porous, making it prone to dryness and roughness. That's why moisture and protein are your new best friends. Using a nourishing conditioner or a weekly mask rich in keratin or amino acids helps restore elasticity and smoothness, giving your strands that healthy slip you feel when running your fingers through freshly treated hair. One ingredient I always recommend to my clients is argan oil. A few drops on damp or dry hair can make a world of difference. It softens coarse texture, tames frizz, and adds a natural glow without greasiness. And here's a quick expert trick. Instead of applying oil directly to your roots, warm it between your palms and focus on the mid-lengths and ends where your hair needs it most. If you prefer something lighter, an alcohol-free shine mist can work wonders. Spray it lightly after styling to reflect light beautifully. When natural light hits your silver strands, it creates that glistening effect that feels both elegant and alive, almost like liquid light moving through your hair. Another tip that's often overlooked: your environment plays a big role in how your silver looks. Natural daylight is your best friend. It brings out the true tones and softness of your hair. On the other hand, fluorescent lighting tends to emphasize yellow undertones and make gray appear dull. So when you're checking your color or taking photos, try standing near a window or going outside. The difference is incredible. And don't underestimate the impact of heat styling. Because silver hair can be more fragile, always use a heat protectant spray before blow drying or curling. Keep your tools on low to medium heat and let your natural texture do most of the talking. Gray hair often has a beautiful wave or curl pattern that just needs a little encouragement to shine. Beyond products and technique, there's an emotional side to caring for gray hair too. It's about self-respect and ritual. Those few minutes you spend nourishing your hair are a reminder that beauty after 50 is not about fighting time. It's about honoring yourself. I've had so many women tell me how their hair care routine became their favorite form of self-care, a calm, grounding moment at the end of the day. So tell me, how do you take care of your silver? Have you found a purple shampoo you love? Or do you swear by natural oils? What's been your biggest discovery since embracing your gray journey? Because at the end of the day, the real secret to beautiful silver hair isn't in a product, it's in the pride you take in wearing it. When you nurture it with patience, hydration, and love, it rewards you with a shine that no dye can ever replicate. Silver hair isn't a trend. It's a reflection of your story, your strength, and the quiet elegance that comes from truly being yourself. Gray hair doesn't make you look older, it makes you look real. It reflects confidence, freedom, and authenticity. When you stop coloring, you're not giving up on beauty, you're embracing it in its truest form. Every silver strand tells a story of experience and strength. Letting your natural color shine isn't about age, It's about owning who you are. More and more women are choosing to stop hiding and start celebrating what time has given them, not what it's taken away. Where are you in your silver journey? Just thinking about it, halfway there or already embracing your natural shade? Share your story in the comments. It might inspire someone who's still unsure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next one. In our upcoming video, we'll explore elegant hairstyles that bring out the best in your natural silver and keep you feeling polished every day. Because true beauty isn't found in a bottle, it's in the confidence you wear and the freedom you feel when you finally let your silver shine. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.